गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे भज गोविंदम गोविंदम भज मूढ़मते संप्राप्ते सन्निहिते काले नहीं नहीं रक्षति दुःखकृङ्करणे नहीं नहीं रक्षति दुःखकृङ्करणे. These verses are being addressed to an ignorant person, not to an intelligent person. Who is intelligent person? Not who is giving lectures, is not intelligent. The one who is listening also is not intelligent. The one who is educated is also not intelligent. Then who is intelligent? Tell me. Okay, one is the one who knows or is focused on the self is intelligent. What else? Another way of putting it is the one who is continuously discriminating between the changeless reality and the changing world. We are always alert about it. Such person is an intelligent person. And this, how do we cultivate this? How do we remain alert about that changeless principle? It was told satsangatve nissangatvam, nissangatve nirmohatvam, nirmohatve nischalatattvam, nischalatattve jivan muktihi. And then thereafter, having told the formula, the reason I am seeing here is this is too small, I can't read it. Then it was told vayasi gate kah kama vikarah shushke nire kah kasarah kshine vitte kah parivarah nyate tattve kah sansarah bhaj govindam govindam bhaj mudhamate. Here it is saying Vayasi gate kah kama vikarah, where what use is of the lust for when youth is gone. So what good is lust? What good is desire? The youth is gone. बुढ़ापे में क्या करोगे? नाम जपो. शुष्के नीरे कह कासारह. When the lake is dried, what can you call it a lake without water? What use is the lake? No one can come. You cannot wash. India, the lake is used for washing clothes. Wash dishes. Animals can come. You can use it for irrigation. But no water. No use. She is hidden behind someone. Behind you. Yashoda, I can't see you. Come here by this wall. Why you are hiding? Sleeping? Huh? So what use is the lake where there is no water? Shushke nire kah kasaraha kshine vitte kah parivaraha. Where are the relatives when the wealth is gone? We explained this in the last class. Nobody hangs around if there is no wealth. Nobody will hang around if the capacity to communicate the information given in the Shastras is not there. With every word I am struggling and trying to, I don't know, can you fill in the blanks, and it will not about. You will फालतू टाइम पास कर रहा है अपना, हमारे को Nyate tattve kaha sansaraha. Where is the world? Where is the samsara? Once the truth is known. Once the truth is known, there is no possibility of any samsara. What do you mean? No sansar. My relatives, my children, my family, my wealth. I have collected so much gold and shares and this and property portfolio. What will happen? All will become zero. What do you mean by becoming zero? You will have no, you will maintain it, but you will have no interest in it. Then it becomes a game. Then it becomes a game. In one moment, you can give away everything to someone. Next moment, you can make it again because you know you have the capacity. Because once you are one with the truth, everything is yours and nothing is yours. You are fully empty. You understand this word? You are fully empty. Nothing to own, yet the possibility of creation, capacity of producing is immense. Because you are all that there is. There is nothing outside of you. So there is no doubt that if I give away everything, I cannot make it. If required, I can make it back. See? We live in fear. If I give away, what will happen in old age? यही सबके सब superannuation you are collecting. You know how much superannuation I have?
Zero.
No, it had just started in 1990 or 91 it started. And 91 or 92 it started, I think. And they gave us. And I said, superannuation, I didn't even used to have insurance. I said, anyway, I signed it. $2,600. They feel shy to take the management fees. They put some extra in. Because it was only $1,200. It has $1,200. They're taking fees. Still, they must be putting in for me. It has reached 2,600. No dole. I'm telling my experience. No dole for me. No superannuation. How do you live? No fear. No fear. वो है देखने वाला. The Lord is there. Total dependence on Him. When you know the truth, that is one is total dependence on God. The other is you know who you are. And once you know who you are, which is all that there is, then there is no fear of existence. There is no fear that you will go out of existence. Then there is no fear to secure yourself in life. You understand? फिर जीने का जो मजा है, it's different. Then he says, ज्ञाते तत्वे कह संसारः. I live with my mom, you live with your children or family. Because I live with my mom does not mean that the what you call the abidance or the knowledge or it's corrupting. It is not corrupting. Fights go on, arguments go on, all that is going on, but rebounding is immediate. She has also become very, very attuned to that. Without a second wasted, she is back to neutral position. I will say she is better than me. See, that is the art. So, world will be there, mind is there, the world will be there. And sometimes especially with the relatives, those who are near and dear, the issues are bigger. The challenges are greater. But how do you resolve? This is how. You commit to the higher. So here he says in the next verse, we already saw this. Now, Ma kuru dhana jana yauvana garvam Ma kuru dhana jana yauvana garvam harati nimeshat kala sarvam harati nimeshat kala sarvam maya mayamidam akhilam hitva yamayamidam akhilam hitva / buddhva Dva Brahmapadam Tvam Pravisha Viditva Brahmapadam Tvam Pravisha Viditva Ma Kuru Dhana Jana Yauvana Garvam Harati Nimeshat Kala Sarvam Maya Mayamidam Akhilam Buddhva Brahmapadam Tvam Pravisha Viditva Bhaja Govindam Govindam Bhaja Mudhamate. Chant the name of the Lord, contemplate the name of the Lord, serve the Lord, serve by thought, word and deed, and do not boast of Ma Kuru Dhana. Do not boast of wealth. I have got this, I have got that, I have got that, I have got this. Then Jana. Do not boast of your friends and relatives. Then Yauvana. Do not boast of your youth. And how do you boast of your youth? When jab hum jawan the. Nowadays it is not jab hum jawan the. Yeah, jab hum jawan the. When I was young. We keep telling the stories, no? Nowadays, I am still young. Do not boast of your youth, because in one moment it will be taken away from you. You are living in this fool's world that it is permanently there. So, do not boast of wealth, of relatives, dhana, jana and yauvana. Garva means be proud, boast. Huh? Do not have pride in that. Otherwise, our pride is only our family. That's where we have invested only in that. What is worthy of being proud of? That we are a satsangi, that we are devotees of the Lord, that we are contemplating on the truth. That is worth. That, how do you introduce yourself? How do you introduce yourself? I am wife of this, I am husband of that, I am father of this fellow, I am mother of that fellow, I am child of this fellow, I am daughter of that fellow, or these parents. And if that is not enough, I am a doctor, I am an engineer, I am this, I am that, I am that, I am that. All these are things to be, you are proud because you have done it, you have made yourself into someone. And your identity is based on all these things. They are borrowed identities. They are not the real ones. If parents are not there, where does the son go? Who will call you son? Nobody is there to call you son. If the children are not there, who will call you dad and mom? Nobody is there to call you dad and mom. Before that happens, we live in this belief that it will never happen to us. Before it happens, we don't know what is written in everyone's kundali. Once I went to Bhatkal Lake, Surajkund. It's outside, about 120 kilometers from Delhi. There this fellow tells you whatever is going on in your mind. And everyone comes, such a big crowd. And he's got a room like, he's sitting on the chair like this, and there's an enclosure, just about that high. And there's a big box. Any name comes? Come. And you have to write. You are given a piece of paper and one pen. You have to write 2 questions. Whatever is what you want to know. You write, you come into that enclosure, he will take the paper from you, keep it closed. Sometimes he will not take the paper from you and he'll tell you what the questions are. And if you are thinking, tossing between should I write this question or should I write that question, he will tell you that also. And he will answer your questions also. And myself and you will meet one more sannyasini in Rishikesh, big Jagat Mata. Radhikananda is Eiffel Tower. This one is Jagan Mata. So anything I do, she says, "Oh, you did not take Ashirvad from me?" I said, "Okay, please bless our trip goes well." "Oh, you're taking satsang? What about my Guru Dakshina?" I said, "I'm coming. I'll push you in the Gangaji, wait. That is your Guru Dakshina." So she was with me, she had taken me there. And then Swami, whoever that Sant was there, married, children, he said, "Come, we'll have food." We had food. Then he says, "Now I'm going to rest. If you are waiting here for another 2 hours, I'll come after rest and I'll tell you." That time I was a brahmachari. He said, "I'll tell you whether you will become a sannyasi or not. Or you will get married, or whether you will become sannyasi." I go, "Who wants to know future, man? Let the Lord decide whatever comes." We both went away. So, now after that, that fellow for last 10 years is in jail. Because all politicians used to come with big bags of money and make it white there. And his son, he does the same thing in South Africa. It comes in the family, but what they have done, instead of utilizing it for good purpose, they used it for the wrong purpose. Crores. One income tax raid into the jail. Now tell all the, who are these called in the jail? All the convicts. Now tell their future when you are going to get free. What? You tell me that after 20 years, you will cut his neck there only. Ma kuru dhana jana yauvan garvam harati nimeshat kala sarvam. Harati nimeshat. Nimesh is a blink of an eye. Harati means to take away. The wealth, the relatives, the friends, and what was the other? And the youth. Is youth, health. You can see, some of you can feel when you turn 40, suddenly body changes, 50 again body changes, now 60 again body changes. Your strength is depleting. It's the same energy, what we had before is not there. Maybe one day nothing will be remaining behind. So that's what he's saying. Harati nimeshat. Nimesh is a blink of an eye. Harati is to take away. Kala sarvam. Everything will be taken away in a moment, in a blink of an eye. But foolishly, ignorant people keep thinking that it will remain always with us. This is not to be talked to others. In our heart we should know nothing is permanent. What is discrimination? Between the permanent and the impermanent. Correct? So know that wealth, relatives, friends, youth, health, nothing in this world is permanent. So focus on the permanent stuff. How do you know? Satsangatva nissangatva. See? Then Maya mayamidam akhilam buddhva. And therefore, if once you come to this by your own assessment, not just because I am saying it, you assess in your life that what is being heard by you is correct. If it is correct and if it is striking a chord in your heart and mind, then what to do? Here it says, Maya mayam idam akhilam buddhva. Then free yourself from the Maya, Free yourself from the delusion that you are living in. What is the delusion? Life is only about wealth, friends, relatives, youth, health, food, sleep, investments. Life is not meant for that. Human birth is for is only, we have got a human birth only for one purpose. What is that purpose? Liberation. To come to know that our true identity. Then what about getting married, children, all that is bonus. Just like you have, I gave this example before, but now in this context, you keep a cow for what? To collect the cow dung or for milk? You collect the cow for milk. From that milk you make yogurt. From yogurt you make makhan and enjoy life. And bonus is cow dung that can be used as fire for, kande banate hain na, for fire, or for make in villages they use it for putting it on the wall, on the floor, so mosquitoes don't come. But nobody keeps a cow for cow dung. And the side benefit is milk. No. Milk is the main benefit. Same way, when this life we have got, what is the main purpose? Purpose is, cow dung is equal to wealth, family, friends, youth, investments, all this is cow dung. If you have got human birth, the main purpose of human birth is to recognize that we are of the nature of divine in essence. See? But we are living exactly the opposite way. We are living for wealth, relatives, youth, and on and on. And our interaction with the divine is on a monthly basis or a weekend basis, or when I have free time. When I have free time from all these engagements. अरे यार तो बार बार बंद हो रहा है ये. So when I get tired of dhana jana yavana garvam, then I will now it is enough. Now then I will do. But desire is such that it leads to greed. So more friends nowadays. You see the children, how many likes, how many Facebook on Instagram, Facebook, and if people don't give a response, they go into depression. This is exactly what it is. See? So, Maya mayamidam akhilam buddhva brahmapadam tvam pravisha viditva. So here he is saying that, oh brother, free yourself from the illusion of the world of Maya and attain the Brahmapada, attain the status of immortality. Recognize that you are the immortal being. You are not the one who was born or who is going to die. Body was born, body will die. You were never born. Even if you take it as a soul, body is created by the parents. The soul enters the body in the womb in 4th or 5th month, according to our scriptures. And therefore till 3rd, 4th month, abortion is allowed. You are not killing anyone at that time, because it's just mass of flesh. But after that, 3rd, 4th month, then there is usually after that the soul enters. So for soul to enter, if we use that way of explanation, the soul has to be present before, no, in order to enter. And once the body dies, the soul leaves to look for another body, which means Body died, soul continued. So soul was there before, soul is there now, and soul will be there after. So where is death? Only death of the body. Even if you take this, if you understand this, you will become carefree, that you are deathless. See, that is why satsang is required. Brahmapadam tvam pravisha viditva. By knowledge, pravisha, enter into the infinite reality that you are. Don't only play with the waves of the ocean. Dive into the ocean. Come to know the depths. There is silence. There is no buffeting of the waves. There is no slapping of the waves. Go inside. There is silence. Dinayaminyau sayam pratah. Dinayaminyau sayam pratah. Shishiravasantau punarayatah. Shishiravasantau punarayatah. Kala kridati gacchati ayuhu. Kala kridati gacchati ayuhu. Tadapi na munchati asha vayuhu. Tadapi na munchati asha vayuhu. Dinayaminyau sayam pratah. Shishiravasantau punarayatah. Kala kridati gacchati ayuhu. Tadapi na munchati asha vayuhu. Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudhamate. Dinayaminyau sayam pratah. Daylight and darkness, dusk and dawn. Sayam pratah. Pratah is the early morning. Sayam is the evening, dusk time. Dinayaminyau, daylight and darkness. So these are the opposites we are seeing here. Day and night, sunrise and sunset, dusk, dawn and dusk. Now another, Shishiravasantau punarayata. Shishiravasantau is that winter and spring, and like this, health, disease. Just these are few examples given. Hunger, thirst, health, disease, they come and go. Every day the day comes, every day the night comes, every day the dawn breaks, every day the dusk happens. Every day, sometimes we feel healthy, sometimes we feel sick, isn't it? Sometimes we feel hungry, sometimes we don't feel hungry. Sometimes we are clear in our mind completely, sometimes we are fogged up in our mind. Many times it happens. But this goes on. But it is happening to whom? It is happening in nature. Nature means flux. Nature means change. Nature means cyclical. And where is this cyclical happening? In the nature, in the body, in the breath, in the mind. And you know it. You who are the knower are other than all this. Let it happen. You cannot stop day and night from happening. You cannot stop winter and spring from happening. You cannot stop hunger and thirst from happening. You cannot stop health and disease from happening, as much as medicines you may take. Then what is the way? Stand apart. Don't own this body. Own the self. What do? We own the body. And the problem begins of life. But if you be of full conviction that the only thing that is mine and which can never be taken away from me is my divinity, is the Atma. Thoughts can be taken away, concepts can be changing, body is changing, breath is changing, relatives are changing, wealth is changing, everything is changing, it can be taken away. But who I am, that can never be taken away from me. So, dinayaminyau sayam pratah shasharavasantau punarayata kala kridati gacchati ayuhu. And in this manner, as day and night, dawn and dusk, spring and winter and spring, which come and again, same way. Kala kridati. Kala means time, kridati means play. Time plays. Gacchati ayuhu. And time, we are living in a cyclical world, and you are lost in what? Wealth, relatives, friends, and everything. And here, life is passing away, ebbing away, and you are approaching death very quickly, and you don't even realize it. Just like we have not realized that this is the third last day of our yatra. Third last day, third last night. 2 more nights, then yatra is over. Suddenly, isn't it? See? So this is how, but by the time you realize it, in life, by the time you realize it, it's too late. It is in the youth, when you are healthy, in your prime, that you shift your attention towards the divine. Not in the old age. What happens in old age? Only chinta, sakta. In old age, person only thinks of worries. And the worries are what he has cultivated. What is that? Wealth, friends, relatives, youth. I am becoming forgetful. When will my health come back to me? Before I could run, now I am able to not even walk. And it's unnecessary. Because we had never invested in contemplating on, we never convinced ourselves that the purpose of getting the human birth is to know the truth, and that truth I am in essence. That is the only purpose. Everything else is secondary. Yeah. Then he says, Kala kridati gacchati ayuhu tadapi namunchati ashavayuhu. So time is playing, life is ebbing away, but the storm of desires, tadapi namunchati ashavayuhu. Vayu is the storm. Storm of Asha. Asha is hope. Hope. The desire, hope. Hope that things will turn out in my favor. Hope that I will become healthy again. Hope that I will get a $1 million lottery ticket by doing nothing. So you go outside the tax lotto stall. कहीं कोई मिल जाएगा गिरा हुआ. You don't even want to invest. Spend the money. Maybe someone has dropped, I'll pick it up. Asha, hope. Never hope. Act. Never hope. Hope can lead to anxiety. Because hope is always for the future, and you have got no idea what the future holds for you. Never hope. At the worldly level, it is good, we say. In the beginning stages of the satsang, we say, yes, we must hope for the best and leave the rest. We say that, isn't it? Hope for the best and leave the rest. But that is at the worldly level. Here we are talking about, we have already come. Satsang has happened, and now again some data is being given that, and you are being corrected. Do not hope in life. Act in life. And act how? With discrimination. And what does discrimination tell you? Focus on the constant principle. Focus on the divine principle. Where? Not in the temple. In you are essentially the divine. Not as the body. Because the moment you think of the body, relatives will come. Roles will come. And that will go on. Don't give too much importance. अनन्याश्चिन्तयन्तो मां ये जना पर्युपासते तेषां नित्याभियुक्तानां योगक्षेमं वहाम्यहम्. Bhagavan's assurance to us. Ananyas chintayanto mam. This is at relative worldly level. What is that? Ananyas chintayanto mam. When you exclusively think of me, contemplate on me, ye jana paryupasate, meaning those people who exclusively contemplate on me, think of me, ponder on me, tesham nityabhiyuktanam, and they do it constantly, regularly, without a break, yoga kshemam vahamyaham. Whatever they need, require in life, whatever they need for survival, I will provide, and whatever they have, I will protect. This is Bhagwan's assurance in Bhagavad Gita. And yet we are looking for financial security, we are looking for whatever, different health security. So in this manner, tadapi na munchati ashavahu vayuhu. Recognize time is passing so quickly, you don't know when you are going to conk off from this world. So stop this this desire-oriented life where the desires are only for the world. Which sari, which blouse, which langot, the right color of banyan, the right, this is too dark, no, I want lighter. Now, before I used to worry, now I don't worry. Anyone buys anything, I wear that. It doesn't matter. So, we got that. Tadapina munchati ashavayuhu. But we do not, we never leave the desire, or desire never leaves us. We have to work on it. If you don't work on it, desire will not leave you. You have to work on the desire. And you have to shift the direction of the desire from the world to the divine. Kate, last one. Kate kanta dhanagata chinta. Kate kanta dhanagata chinta. Vatul kim tava nasti niyanta. Vatul kim tava nasti niyanta. Trijagati sajjana sangati reka. Trijagati sajjana sangati reka. Bhavati bhavarnavatarane nauka. Bhavati bhavarnavatarane nauka. Kate kanta na. You have to say the words completely. Kate kanta dhanagata chinta. Vatul kintavana stiniyanta. Trijagati sajjana sangati reka. Bhavati bhavarnavatarane nauka. Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudhamate. O foolish man, O madman, Adi Shankaracharya is telling us, O madman, why this over engrossment? Kate kanta dhanagate chinta. Why this continuous worry about kanta, about dhana, about continuously you are having thoughts of wealth, thoughts of relatives. Is there no one to guide you in life? Are you not tired of it? From childhood, the education system is also like that. It teaches you to become a professional. And they instill in you, if you have money, then you will have a good life. It's not that way. It is not that way. That is he was telling, that's the capitalist way of looking at life. The Sanatan way of looking at life is different. This Bhaj Govindam is the way the Sanatan Dharma looks at life, where importance is given only to the divine. Everything else is secondary. Kate kanta dhanagata chinta. Don't you get tired? Why this over involvement, over engrossment in dhana, in wealth, in relatives, in wife, in husband? Is there no one to guide you? Vatula kim tava nasti niyanta. Trijagati sajjana sangati reka. Then he says that there is only one thing in these three worlds. Trijagati, three worlds. Which are the three worlds? Earth, heaven and beyond, if you want to say. Some people will say Patal, Prithvi and Swarga. But from Vedanta point of view, we don't. That is for karma kandis, those I don't want to go to Patal Navagraha ki chakkar katte raho. You go round and round on Navagraha. Why? You are afraid Rahu will come and give you a thappad. We don't believe in all that. Then what do you believe in? We believe the three worlds are waking, dream and deep sleep. This is your world in which you keep shunting day in and day out, day in and day out, day in and day out. This is more immediate. Have you seen heaven? Never. Have you seen hell? Never. And unnecessarily you are afraid of hell. Unnecessarily you are desiring heaven when you have never seen it. Both are here only. When you are crying, you are in hell. When you are happy for no reason, you are in heaven. Simple as that. And if you are a witness of everything, you are beyond all the three. So here when he says Trijagati, whichever, depending upon where your attention is in this world, you might be on the, whichever way you think, Are yaar. Trijagati Sajjana Sangati Reka. There is only one thing in these three worlds that can save you from this ocean of samsara. And what is that? It says Sajjana Sangati Eka. Only Eka, one. There is only one thing that can save you. And what is a Sajjana Sangati? That is company of good men, company of wise men, company of satsang. Only that can save us. And it is not that you have to go and look for it. You have a deep desire that I want to be in satsang. Satsang appears in your life in whichever way. Some way or the other it will come. It is my experience, it is her experience, it is many of our experiences. Then Trijagati Sajjana Sangati Reka Bhavati Bhavarnavatarane Nauka. And it is this boat of satsang which will take you across the ocean of samsara. It is this boat of satsang. Where is satsang taking place? In this samsara only. In this samsara only the satsang is going on. And it will help you to steer through the traffic of samsara and take you across dharma, artha, kama, moksha. This is the world, isn't it? Once we come into this world, education system is teaching us physics, chemistry. What it should teach? Nobody is teaching dharma. So, foundation of life is dharma. What is right and what is wrong must be known. Dharma is not that once you grow up, you will get married, then your duty is towards your wife. No, that is secondary dharma. First dharma is what is right and what is wrong. Meaning, what is worthy, which is always right. What is always right? The Paramatma is always right. And what is not always right? The sansar is never right, because it's temporary. If you go to where we go now in the ashram, you will see many students are there. They are studying. some are in youth, some are in teens, late teens. What is their motivation to come there? Something must have clicked in them at that young age that they are coming there and spending 3, 4, 5 years studying the scriptures under a teacher, where they are totally at the mercy. The teacher, like our teacher Hanumanji, used to make us wash the dishes of breakfast, lunch, dinner. He used to make us scrub the roads just to test, are we surrendered or not. Many people left. We are Brahmins. I have not come here to wash dishes of other people. This is below my status. 5, 7 people left like that. Another person, I am a sannyasi, but I want to study. Swamiji said, all of them are going to wear white clothes. I cannot have one sannyasi wearing these color clothes. You will also have to wear white clothes. He said, then I cannot study. So his attachment to the color of clothes was more than attachment to study the scriptures. Does a cloth make you a sannyasi? Or your attitude towards life make you a sannyasi? But people lose the plot. So he made us go through lot of hardships. And only if you are committed to the truth, you will cross that test. Cross that. Otherwise, many people left. And so, where are we? Bhavati Bhavarnava Tarane Nauka. So this satsang alone is the boat and the company of the good people alone. So instead of where there is gossip going on, where there is chugli going on, where there is tutu meme going on, where there is talks of the world going on, withdraw yourself from that. Why we have to spend time in that environment? Nothing. Can you do anything about war in Ukraine? Can you do anything about war in Ukraine? Then why talk about it? Can you do anything about the stock market crash? Nothing. Then stop talking about it. Can you talk about the pain that is coming in the hip or in your body? Nothing. Stop talking about it. There is nothing to talk. Then what is? Let every thought, let every word, let every action be to serve the divine, to work towards the divine. And that is possible only when we are in satsang, when we are in company of wise people, or those who are walking that path is also okay. And till this verse number 13 is the actual Bhaja Govindam. Then it says, Dwadasha Manjarika Bhirasheshaha Kathitau Vayyakaranasyeshaha Upadesho Bhud Vidya Nipunaihi Srimat Shankara Bhagavat Sharanaihi. These 12 verses till 12th verse, starting from 2nd verse till 13th verse. These are the 12 verses offered as flower by the Shankaracharya to the world. Dvashdasha Manjarika Stotram. Bhaj Govindam is one word for this composition, another name for it is Dvadasha Manjarika Stotram. And these are the ones Kathitau Vayyakarana Syeshaha. These 12 flowers, verses were offered by Shankaracharya to one grammarian who was sitting outside his house and chanting the rules of the grammar. Upadesho Bhut Vidya Nipunaihi Srimad Shankara Bhagavad Sharanaihi. And the following 14 verses now, after this another 14 verses are there. Then the 4 students of Shankaracharya, they all offered 444. 4 4 जा कितना हो गया? Okay, 333 then, something like that. And that's how the total, and then someone has added a concluding verse towards the end, and that's how it becomes the total Bhaj Govindam. There are many Bhaj Govindams. This is one way of, the present one, this is the original Bhaj Govindam. Then the other 14 verses, some will say these are the 14 verses, these are not the ones. Then there is some discrepancy there that we are not getting into that. But the original Bhaj Govindam we have covered today, and with that let's quickly chant the complete thing and go for dinner. You can just chant you can't chant, so you can only listen. Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudhamate, Samprapte Sannihite Kale, Nahi Nahi Rakshati Dukrum Karane, Mudhajahi Dhanagama Trishnam, Kuru Sadbuddhim Manasi Vitrishnam, Yallabhase Nija Karamopatam Vittam Tena Vinodaya Chittam, Nari Stanabhara Nabhidesham, Drishtva Magamo Havesham, Etanmasavasadi Vikaram Manasi Vichintaya Varam Varam, Nalini Dalagata Jalamati Taralam, Tadvajivitamati Shayachapalam, Vidhi Vyadhyabhimana Grastam, Lokam Shokahatam Cha Samastam, Yavadvitto Parjana Saktaha, Tavan Nija Parivaro Raktaha, Paschat Jivati Jarjara Dehe, Vartam Kopina Pruchati Dehe, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudhamate, Yavat Pavano Nivasati Dehe, Tavat Pruchati Kushalam Gehe, Gatavati Vayau Deha Paye, Bhaya Bibhyati Tasmin Kaye, Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudhamate, Balastavat Krida Saktaha, Tarunastavat Taruni Saktaha, Vruddhastavat Chinta Saktaha, Parame Brahmani Kopina Saktaha, Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudhamate, Kate Kanta Kaste Putraha, Sansaro Yamativa Vichitraha, Kasya Tvam Kakuta Ayataha, Tattvam Chintaya Tadiha Bhrataha, Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudhamate, Satsangatve Nisangatvam, Nisangatve Nirmohatvam, Nirmohatve Nishchalatatvam, Nishchalatatve Jivan Mukti, Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, रजसि गते कः कामविकारः शुष्के नीरे कः कासार क्षीणे वित्ते कः परिवारः ज्ञाते तत्त्वे कः संसारः भज गोविन्दं भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते मा कुरु धनजन यौवन गर्वं हरति निमेषात् कालः सर्वं मायामयमिदमखिलं बुद्ध्वा ब्रह्मपदं त्वं प्रविश विदित्वा भज गोविन्दं भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते दिनयामिन्यौ सायं प्रातः शिशिरवसन्तौ पुनरायात कालक्रीडति गच्छति आयुः तदपि न मुञ्चति आशावायुः भज गोविन्दं भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते काते कान्ता धनगतचिन्ता वातुल किं तव नास्ति नियन्ता त्रिजगति सज्जन संगतिरेका भवति भवार्णव तरणे नौका भज गोविन्दं भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते गोविन्दं भज मूढमते गोविन्दं भज मूढमते ॐ पूर्णमदा पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ. Just sit quietly for a few moments.